Death. It's a concept that has captivated and terrified humanity since the dawn of consciousness. While we spend our lives contemplating its meaning, the physical process that unfolds after our final breath is equally fascinating. Medically, death is typically declared when the heart stops beating, a state known as clinical death. This cessation of blood flow marks the beginning of a cascade of biological changes within the human body. Immediately after death, the body begins to relax. This includes the muscles that control our bowels and bladder, potentially leading to their release. Gas trapped within the body may also escape, sometimes creating noises that can be startling to those nearby. Though unnerving, these are natural and expected parts of the body's journey after death. Interestingly, men may experience an erection after death. This is due to the relaxation of muscles and the pooling of blood, not any lingering biological urge. In a similarly surprising phenomenon, pregnant women who die may give birth post-mortem. The pressure from gases building up within the abdomen can expel the fetus, a rare occurrence known as coffin birth. While these immediate changes signal the end of life as we know it, they also mark the beginning of a complex and intriguing process of transformation. In the absence of the life force that once animated it, the human body embarks on a new journey, governed by the laws of nature and the relentless march of time. As minutes turn into hours, the body continues its post-mortem journey. One of the most noticeable changes is algor mortis, the gradual cooling of the body to match the surrounding temperature. This process typically begins within an hour of death and continues until the body reaches equilibrium with its environment. Around 2 hours after death, another more dramatic change occurs, rigor mortis. Remembered by many from crime dramas, rigor mortis is the stiffening of the muscles. This occurs as the cells within the body are deprived of oxygen, leading to a buildup of calcium in the muscles. The process usually begins in the smaller muscles of the face and jaw, gradually spreading throughout the body. Rigor mortis typically peaks around 12 hours after death, at which point the body becomes completely stiff and difficult to move. This state can last for several hours, even days, depending on factors such as ambient temperature and the individual's physical condition prior to death. While disturbing to witness, these changes are merely the body's way of returning to a state of equilibrium. The once animated vessel begins to succumb to the forces of nature, its intricate systems slowly winding down as decomposition takes hold. In addition to the cooling and stiffening of the body, another visible change takes place: livor mortis. This phenomenon, also known as post-mortem lividity, occurs as gravity pulls the blood downwards, causing discoloration in the lower parts of the body. Livor mortis typically begins within minutes of death, but the discoloration becomes more pronounced after several hours. As the blood settles, the skin takes on a purplish-red hue in the areas where the blood pools. This discoloration can be helpful to forensic investigators, as it can indicate the position of the body after death. If the body is moved, the pattern of livor mortis may not match the new position, providing clues about the circumstances surrounding the death. The onset of putrefaction marks a more dramatic shift in the decomposition process. This stage is characterized by the breakdown of tissues by bacteria and microorganisms, leading to bloating, discoloration, and a strong, unpleasant odor. Putrefaction is a natural process that plays a crucial role in the ecosystem, recycling nutrients back into the environment. Decomposition is the final stage in the body's physical transformation. Insects, bacteria, and environmental factors continue to break down the remaining tissues, eventually reducing the body to its skeletal components. The time it takes for complete decomposition varies, depending on factors such as temperature, humidity, and burial conditions. And while the biological processes of death are generally predictable, there are instances where unusual or unexpected events can occur. One such phenomenon is post-mortem childbirth, also known as coffin birth. As mentioned earlier, this rare occurrence happens when a pregnant woman dies, and gases building up within her abdomen cause the expulsion of the fetus. While unsettling, it's a testament to the powerful forces at play even after death. Another fascinating, albeit eerie, phenomenon is the presence of post-mortem sounds. As the body decomposes, gases build up within the body, potentially causing groans, sighs, or even whistles. These sounds, while startling, are simply a byproduct of the natural decomposition process and are not an indication of life or consciousness. In some cases, the hair and nails of the deceased may appear to grow after death. This is a misconception stemming from the dehydration of the surrounding skin, which retracts and exposes more of the hair and nails, creating the illusion of growth. These unusual occurrences, while seemingly supernatural, have perfectly natural explanations rooted in biology and the decomposition process. They serve as a reminder that death, while often perceived as an ending, is also a transformation, a complex interplay of biological processes that continue long after the final breath. Section 5. Beyond the veil, near-death experiences and the question of consciousness. While the physical changes that accompany death are well documented, the fate of our consciousness remains a mystery. Near-death experiences, often reported by individuals who have been revived from cardiac arrest, offer tantalizing, albeit controversial, glimpses into what might lie beyond. Common themes in near-death experiences include feelings of peace and euphoria, out-of-body experiences, encounters with deceased loved ones, and the sensation of traveling through a tunnel towards a bright light. While some dismiss these experiences as hallucinations caused by oxygen deprivation in the brain, others believe they offer evidence of consciousness existing independently of the physical body. Adding to the intrigue, some individuals report gaining verifiable information during their near-death experiences, such as details about events happening far away or conversations taking place while they were clinically dead. And these accounts, while difficult to explain scientifically, fuel the debate about the nature of consciousness and its relationship to the physical body. Whether interpreted as physiological phenomena or glimpses into the afterlife, near-death experiences highlight the enduring human fascination with what happens after we die. They serve as a reminder that while science can explain the physical processes of death, the mystery of consciousness continues to elude our grasp. Section 6. Destinations Unknown, Diverse Beliefs about the Afterlife. The question of what happens after we die has captivated humanity for millennia, inspiring a vast and varied tapestry of beliefs about the afterlife. From ancient burial rituals to elaborate religious doctrines, cultures across the globe have grappled with the mystery of death, seeking solace, meaning, and a sense of continuity in the face of the unknown. Some belief systems envision a blissful paradise awaiting the virtuous, a realm of eternal reward and communion with a higher power. Others depict a fiery underworld reserved for the wicked, a place of eternal punishment for earthly transgressions. These contrasting destinies, often depicted in vivid detail, serve as powerful motivators for moral behavior and spiritual seeking. Beyond these traditional conceptions, numerous other beliefs about the afterlife exist. Some cultures believe in reincarnation, the cyclical journey of the soul through multiple lifetimes, each offering opportunities for growth, learning, and eventual liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Whether rooted in religious faith, philosophical pondering, or personal intuition, these diverse beliefs reflect our innate desire to find meaning and purpose in the face of mortality. They offer comfort, guidance, and a sense of hope that death, while an ending, is not necessarily the final chapter. Section 7. Heaven and Hell, a Tale of Two Destinies. Perhaps the most pervasive belief about the afterlife is the concept of heaven and hell. This dichotomy, central to many religions, posits that our actions in life determine our eternal fate after death. Heaven, often depicted as a realm of unimaginable beauty, peace, and joy, is reserved for those who have lived righteous lives, followed divine laws, and earned their place among the blessed. Hell, in stark contrast, is often portrayed as a subterranean realm of fire, torment, and eternal suffering, a chilling reminder of the consequences of sin and wickedness. This fearsome destination serves as a powerful deterrent against immoral behavior, instilling a sense of accountability for our actions and their eternal ramifications. While the specific criteria for entry into heaven or hell vary among different religions and denominations, the underlying principle remains the same. Our earthly deeds have eternal consequences. This belief system provides a framework for moral conduct, offering both the promise of reward and the threat of punishment in the afterlife. Whether taken literally or interpreted metaphorically, the concepts of heaven and hell continue to exert a profound influence on human thought, behavior, and our understanding of death and its implications. Section 8. Eternal cycles, recurrence, and reincarnation. Beyond the duality of heaven and hell, some belief systems propose an altogether different model of the afterlife, the concept of eternal recurrence or reincarnation. This cyclical view, found in various forms across cultures and philosophies, suggests that death is not an end, but a transition point in an ongoing journey of the soul. The concept of eternal recurrence, most notably articulated by the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, posits that time is cyclical and all events, including our lives, will repeat infinitely. This idea, while daunting to some, offers a perspective on life as a series of opportunities to learn, grow, and potentially break free from negative patterns. Reincarnation, a central tenet in Hinduism, Buddhism, and other Eastern religions, suggests that the soul is reborn into a new physical form after death, its destiny determined by karma, the law of cause and effect. Through multiple lifetimes, the soul seeks enlightenment, liberation from the cycle of suffering, and union with the divine. These cyclical models offer a different perspective on death, not as a finality, but as a transition point in an ongoing journey of spiritual evolution and self-realization. Section 9. An enduring mystery, embracing the unknown. The question of what happens after we die remains one of the most profound and enduring mysteries of the human experience. While science offers insights into the physical processes of death, the fate of our consciousness, the essence of who we are, remains elusive. We are left to navigate this uncertainty with a blend of curiosity, humility, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. Whether we find solace in religious faith, philosophical pondering, or simply the acceptance of life's inherent mystery, the exploration of death and its implications can be a deeply enriching and transformative journey. Ultimately, the meaning we ascribe to death is a deeply personal one, shaped by our beliefs, experiences, and the values we hold dear. While the answers to life's biggest questions may forever remain beyond our grasp, the journey of seeking, questioning, and finding our own truth is an essential part of what it means to be human.